Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am so incredibly excited to have you here today. If you're an educator, an administrator, or honestly just someone fascinated by how we are completely transforming the way we learn, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going on a digital campus tour. We are going to completely demystify the whole process of moving from a traditional physical classroom, the four walls and a chalkboard, into a really dynamic digital environment. And we're pulling all our fantastic insights today directly from the Matatag curriculum training of 2024. Our main focus? Mastering digital classroom management using heavy hitters like Google Classroom and Canva, and unlocking the absolute magic of cloud collaboration with Google Workspace tools. So get ready, because this is going to fundamentally change how you view educational organization. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is the map that'll guide our tour today. First, welcome to digital classrooms. Second, Google Classroom and Canva. Third, the power of cloud collaboration. Fourth, the Google Workspace Toolkit. And finally, fifth, putting it into practice. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, welcome to digital classrooms. I really want you to think about this for a second. What actually happens when the classroom has no walls? In a traditional setting, we are pretty bound by physical limitations, right? Just think about the sheer chaos of paper-based management. You've got those giant stacks of ungraded papers sitting on your desk, the worksheets that somehow mysteriously vanish from a student's backpack on the bus ride home, and just that constant, exhausting battle to keep everyone on the exact same page. It can be a lot. But when we literally remove those physical walls, we open up this entire world of streamlined digital alternatives that can completely cure that administrative headache. And that brings us perfectly to our core definition. Digital classroom management is the process of organizing, delivering, and monitoring teaching and learning using online platforms and digital tools. Think of this as your brand new home base. And for all the teachers out there listening, I know how hard you work. Implementing a solid digital management process is really about empathy for yourselves. It's about finally getting your weekends back. By digitizing the organization, delivery, and monitoring of your lessons, you are absolutely no longer just a paper pusher. You actually become the architect of a highly organized, super accessible learning environment. And this brilliantly illustrates the beautiful dual nature of this system. Because it's not just about making the teacher's life easier, though, let's be real, that is a massive perk. It empowers educators to organize materials, communicate effortlessly, and monitor progress in real time. But it equally empowers the students, giving them true 24/7 access to their lessons. They can submit assignments online, receive instant announcements, and track their deadlines without having to rely on some crumpled-up planner. It's really this mutually beneficial ecosystem where both educators and students thrive, simply because the friction of logistics is entirely removed. Moving right along to Section 2, Google Classroom and Canva. So, to actually build our room, we turn to platforms like Google Classroom and Canva for Education. Think of these platforms as your actual physical room. They allow you to meticulously organize classroom activities and seamlessly distribute all your learning resources. Seriously, a student will never lose a worksheet again because it is pinned right there in their digital space. But building a digital classroom isn't just about file storage, right? It's about culture. These platforms give you the structural framework to actively promote digital etiquette and foster responsible online behavior. You're literally teaching them how to exist respectfully in a digital community. Now, for Section 3, the power of cloud collaboration. Welcome to cloud collaboration. As our source defines it, this is working together on files, documents, or projects over the internet using cloud-based applications. The absolute key phrase to remember here is accessible anytime and anywhere. This is the ultimate solution for seamless group work. It completely removes those old silos of traditional student communication. Where one person does the work on a flash drive, emails it around, someone loses the email. Nope. Now, multiple users are accessing, editing, and sharing in one unified digital space. Next up, Section 4, the Google Workspace Toolkit. So, the crucial point is this. The absolute magic of modern digital learning comes down to real-time editing. Just imagine multiple students who might be sitting in totally different houses, all co-creating within the exact same document simultaneously. No more version control headaches. No more files named Final Project version 4, really final, I promise. It just automatically saves, it updates instantly, and it facilitates true active teamwork regardless of physical location.
Let's break down the heavy hitters in our Google Workspace toolkit. First, think of Google Drive as your highly secure, basically indestructible filing cabinet. It stores and organizes everything. Then you've got Google Docs, which is essentially your endless shared whiteboard, where multiple users create and edit text simultaneously. Now, when you need to crunch some numbers, Google Sheets is your dynamic calculator, processing all that data in real time. And finally, when it's time to actually present those findings, Google Slides allows the whole team to build a presentation together. Every single tool here has a specific, highly powerful purpose.
All right, let's bring it all home with Section 5, putting it into practice. Let's move to and see how this builds into an actual functional classroom. The Matitag training gives us these exact actionable steps. Step 1, create a class name and description. Give it a creative name, set the tone. Step 2, post an announcement to welcome your students and upload your very first piece of learning material, like a PDF or a quick intro video. Step 3, create an assignment. Make sure to include crystal clear instructions and a firm due date. Step 4, keep it all totally organized using topics in Google Classroom or sections in Canva. And finally, Step 5, invite your students. By just following these 5 simple steps, you have literally willed a highly organized digital learning environment into existence. Let's look at a really cool collaboration example in action. Imagine you're teaching a grade 10 technology and livelihood education class, specifically focusing on computer systems servicing, or CSS. Now, the teacher wants to build a summative quiz, but instead of writing it all alone, they use cloud collaboration. They just open a shared Google Docs link and give it to the class. The student's task? Each one has to write one multiple-choice question about CSS. They have to provide 4 answer choices, A through D, and clearly indicate the correct answer. Right before the teacher's eyes, this comprehensive, student-generated study guide and quiz literally builds itself in real time. It's active learning, it's digital etiquette, and it's peer collaboration, all happening perfectly in sync. So we have covered the foundations, the management platforms, and the truly incredible power of cloud collaboration. We've seen how seamlessly these tools integrate to save you time and massively boost student engagement. The digital tools are sitting right there on your desktop, fully ready to go. So I'll leave you with this. How will you build your classroom tomorrow? The blueprint is entirely in your hands. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope you leave here today feeling empowered and inspired to completely transform your digital campus.